15-year-old Katie Wysong loved to paint. She was a creative high school student who sadly died last year. The O'Hara Township teen's creativity is now being felt, though, in several communities in the area, even after her death.
Channel 11 News anchor Jennifer Tomazik sat down with her parents. They started the Positive Painting Project to bring awareness to the very important and very real issue of mental health.
It's okay to not be okay. You are not alone. You matter.
These are the messages Katie Wysong's parents want you to know first and foremost.
Never ever give up. Hold on to hope. And no feeling is final.
She was a quiet, gentle soul of a kid.
But she would open up around us, and she was funny. With this real soft, sweet laugh.
Memories Todd and Elisa Wysong cherish of their daughter Katie. But the warm-hearted girl they knew struggled with mental health issues starting in 7th grade and was diagnosed with depression.
We had a therapist for her.
Through the program.
Yeah, she was treated and it seemed to be much better.
But the Wysongs lost Katie to suicide last year when she was in 9th grade at Fox Chapel Area High School. A difficult topic for any family. The Wysongs had to choose if they wanted to talk about Katie's death or not.
We decided to talk about it, and I think it's made a difference in a lot of people's lives.
Part of the evidence is now right here on the walls at Shaler Area High School.
Seeing it in person, it's wow, is all I can say.
It's profound. It is definitely moving, and for me, it leaves me speechless.
Todd and Elisa started the Positive Painting Project, a program that gets people to paint pictures that are then screen printed with these 6 phrases pertaining to mental health. They're hung in the community where they're painted or the schools of the students who painted them. Schools are the big push.
When a student would not be having a good day or was struggling, they would go to the restroom. And that's what Katie's vision was, is that when they went there, these messages would be, to remind them that they're not alone.
The idea for the paintings actually came from Katie before her death. You can see what a talented artist Katie was. Her dad, Todd, says she had the idea to put art in places to positively impact kids' mental health, but then the pandemic hit, and she didn't get to do it. But now her parents are.
You can feel her working through you sometimes. This haven't been her idea to begin with. I just wish she was, I really wish she was here to see it come to fruition.
I find it to be very courageous, very brave, and very selfless to decide to use this very tragic and say, hey, I don't want this to happen to anybody else's kid.
Breaking the mental health stigma through painting is something that Shaler Area School Board member Elizabeth Dunn is all for. She's humbled to see the more than 100 paintings that teachers and students worked on.
Everybody knows that that's Kate, that's a Katie painting.
Yes.
What's also important is that Katie's art tag,
Yeah,
her signature is included on each screen print.
Alyssa Hilwig painted this one.
There was no pressure for me to perform well on a test. It was just me doing what my brain wanted me to do, and it was just a all-around wonderful experience.
Teacher Catlin D. Pasquale coordinated it at Shaler and planned it to be a mental health break during midterms. A few months later, they put up the installation in the hallway.
And they walk by it every day. It's still ongoing, it's still impactful, it's still there to remind them that people are here for them and that they care about them and that they matter.
A message the Wysongs can't stress enough. And they also want you to know this.
There's help out there, there's help available. And anyone who has ever considered taking their own life, I feel, understands exactly how precious life is. And the world needs more people like you, not less.
And our deepest condolences to the Wysong family. If you are out there, know that you matter. Reach out if you need help. Find a trusted friend. Find somebody who you can talk to. And the Positive Painting Project, which is just amazing. It's now in 16 schools in 13 school districts across Allegheny, Westmoreland, and Butler counties.
And Lisa, the Wysongs estimate that people have painted between 1,000 to 2,000 paintings. That is so impressive. If you or someone you know is struggling with thoughts of suicide or depression, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is available 24 hours a day. Just dial 988.